Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Amy. If you are new here, thanks so much for joining us today. And if you're not new here, thanks for coming back. Today is going to be a 24-week pregnancy update video. You will notice if you've been following me, I did a video at 20 weeks. I had planned to do one at 22 weeks, but that didn't happen. And I will explain that kind of later on in the video. But here we are at 24 weeks, and we're going to just kind of go over what we normally go over, where the baby's at developmentally, what's going on there, and then how I'm feeling and how I'm doing with my pregnancy. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. There's a baby in my lungs. And then I'll show you guys some like belly shots and stuff. So we're just gonna jump in and start with some basic baby information. So this week, according to my handy dandy little app, baby is as big as a pomegranate. That can vary. I feel like these are so subjective because last week or a couple weeks ago it said a big banana. But what's a big banana? Anyway, approximately 11.5 inches. We're now measuring from top of head to bottom of the feet instead of crown to rump. So it kind of took a big jump there. But he's about 11.5 inches, about 1.3 pounds. And we've got 16 weeks to go. If you are interested in movie props, the baby is about the size of an order of cheese fries from Mean Girls. And if you're interested in 80s and 90s nostalgia, the baby is as big as a Sega Game Gear. I have no idea how big that would be because I never had a Sega Game Gear. I had like Nintendo, never did the Sega thing. Anyway, that's how big the baby is in 80s to 90s nostalgia. So 24 weeks, the baby's face is fully formed. He looks like a little person, not a little alien, which is amazing. I loved him anyway before, but now he looks like a little boy. He will gain about 6 ounces-ish. Was that a week or a month? Hold on. Per week, about 6 ounces per week. And a lot of that is just like organs and bones and stuff forming. He's not really growing any fat yet. That'll happen coming up soon, but mostly right now it's just organs and bones. He can also hear now, so he can hear things going on outside. And I can tell, like, sometimes it's funny because he'll be laying here like just kicking and rolling and flopping, and it gets a little uncomfortable sometimes. And I'll like text Tim and I'll be like, hey, come here, the baby's moving, or I'll like whisper something and Tim will say something really, because he's got like a tendency to be really loud, and he'll like stop. It's like he hears him and he's like, oh that's Dad. That's pretty funny. Anyway, he can hear now, and those are the basic like just developmental milestones that he's reaching. So let's talk about pregnancy symptoms. There are some common pregnancy symptoms that show up, and not everybody will have every symptom. I have had, and this has been ongoing for the past probably 3-ish, maybe 4 weeks. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video. I can't remember exactly how long it's been going on, which is part of the reason I do these videos, so I can remember later. I've had some carpal tunnel issues. So carpal tunnel is usually caused by like swelling and stuff that causes nerve compression, which can cause numbness and tingling in your like wrist and hand and stuff. During pregnancy, things get inflamed, increased blood flow, there's, you know, fluid retention, things like that. So it's common for women when they are pregnant to have carpal tunnel, but it's transient, so it'll go away after delivery. And I've had some issues with that. The biggest issues I have are typically like when I am like driving, if I have my arm rested on the window, or if I am sitting on the couch and have it rested, or I'm trying to like type and I rest it wrong, then my hand and fingers start to go numb and tingly, and it's not super comfortable. But it usually goes away if I just stretch and stop compressing it, so it's not a really big deal. I've started having heartburn. I have heartburn with my pregnancies, like it's a thing. This time it started later, and I was like, oh, maybe, or maybe it didn't start later. Maybe I just don't remember when I got heartburn with all the other pregnancies. I just remember having it. I've just been chewing on papaya enzyme when I need to, because I find that works a lot better than like Tums and things like that for me. And it's been enough to keep it at bay, so it's not awful. I have had some insomnia issues. I don't know if I can really call it true insomnia because I've been able to get to sleep. I just have been waking up a lot and not sleeping well. I've been restless. So I've been tired the last week. I haven't had issues with the headaches, so that's been good, but I've been tired. My husband is fantastic and completely spoils me. So basically every night he usually rubs my feet because they hurt, but then he'll rub some magnesium lotion into like my legs and stuff, which helps with like restless leg type stuff. And it also, magnesium helps you sleep, so that's really helpful. It's just the last couple of days have been rough, even with, you know, the magnesium and the whatever. Anyway, it will pass. It will be fine. Headaches. Those were, it's actually the reason I didn't do a 22-week update like I was going to. Week 22 was hard. I had a headache, a migraine, not just a headache, like an actual migraine, on and off, for, gosh, like a week. At least I feel like it would like come and go. Like it would be really, really bad, and I would just be like, you know, dark room, ice, trying not to throw up, taking my anti-nausea meds, just kind of trying to survive through the day. And then it would kind of get better, and I'd be like, okay, well, it hurts, but it's better. So, you know, I'd get up and kind of like make some food or do whatever, you know, just kind of piddle around, maybe throw a little laundry in because you can get through it. And then it would all of a sudden just be awful again. And that went on for quite a while. It finally resolved, which is good because, oh my Lord, so awful. But yeah, so I was hoping that that wasn't like a new trend, like it was a one-off thing. And that happens sometimes. Like I'll get a really bad one that just lasts and lasts and lasts, and then finally it goes away. And so it did turn out to just be a one-off thing. I've been monitoring my blood pressure. Obviously the doctor has taken my blood pressure every time I've gone in, and that's not an issue. So there's no outside contributing factors like blood pressure, no protein in the urine, none of that stuff. Still, everything's perfectly healthy and progressing normally. So it is what it is. I have to like stop and keep catching my breath because I talk really fast and then I get out of breath and I can't breathe. I'm trying to like run through symptoms and think like, what have I talked about, because I didn't take notes, and I really should take notes because pregnancy brain. Round ligament pain, still a thing. It's usually on my right side. Hold on, there's a cat scratching at the door, and I need to make it stop. Just kidding. I don't even know where we're at. I've had to get up 3 times to let cats out and I'm distracted. Hopefully this isn't redundant. Like along, I think with my indigestion, like I've been really gassy, and it's been awful. I'm sorry. There's cats like trying to get in my door, and I can't like make them go anywhere else. So I apologize if you can hear that. Yeah, I've been really gassy. It's been kind of uncomfortable at times. My husband has not appreciated it all the time, but he puts up with it. So I guess there's that. Yeah, I feel like that kind of like it summarizes just everything that's going on with the pregnancy. Anyway, so I'm going to show you, I'll show you some belly shots. You can kind of see where we're at there. So this is, can we see this? This is 24 weeks. My boobs out the way. This is just boobs. This is the baby. So he's mostly out front. Oh, sorry, my pants are falling down. Okay, here you go. He's mostly out front, as you can see, like just here. There's not a lot going on here. Yeah, so he is big enough now that it's uncomfortable. When I, you know, like try to bend down, do certain things, it squishes him, and then I can't do them, and it's fun. It's fine. It is what it is. There's my phone going off. Anyway, that's basically it for today's update. I hope that you enjoyed following along with my pregnancy. If you want to continue to see future updates, subscribe below so that you don't miss them. I'm trying to get them up regularly, but I can't promise what regularly is going to be. And I do have some other videos planned, kind of around the topic of pregnancy. Some discussion about how this particular baby came to be, since it was a little different than other babies that we've had. Just kind of centering on infertility and that generalized topic, and possibly some more explanation as to specifically our process that we went through to get pregnant this day. But yeah, so if you want to see those, subscribe also down below so that you don't miss them. And I will try, like I said, to get them up regularly. I'm uploading on Fridays so that hopefully I can have during the week whenever I have a good day to kind of record and get everything edited. And maybe that'll help be more consistent. Thanks for coming and listening and following along with this little baby's progress. And we will be back soon to give you more updates, and we'll see you then.